Okay, so welcome to today's New Knowledge. We are pleased to have Tonya Page, who is the owner of Salt of the Earth, and she's going to talk to us about alternative stress release options.
Thank you, Kathy. Hi, thank you for having me here today. I am the owner of Salt of the Earth, and if you haven't heard of it, I think everybody's got a little information packet there given out. We are a all natural healing spa. We offer salt therapy, which is amazing for so many things. It's a climately controlled room that's infused with the pharmaceutical grade salt. It's great for any kind of respiratory, sinus issues, earaches, skin. It's great for psoriasis, eczema, acne. It also gives you stress relief. It pumps out negative ions. Salt is loaded with negative ions, which that's why I brought my little salt lamp here. It's Himalayan salt. It has a lot of negative ions that are produced into the air, which are good to help neutralize all of these positive ions around us through our TVs, computers, and so forth, which are just not good for overall well-being. They can affect our bodies in different ways, so they do help to neutralize that. So the salt room is a 45-minute session. You sit in, you just breathe in the salt air. All the studies are doing are saying it's equivalent to 4 to 5 days at the beach, the same effect that you feel. So if you know how good you go after you go to the beach, how you feel, you don't get the sunshine, but you get all the other effects. So we do that. We also have an infrared sauna, which is wonderful for detoxing the body. It heats up the body. It's called a far infrared sauna. So the far is where the light that is produced in there is more vibration and heat. It heats the body only. It's not like your traditional saunas that have the steam and they're wet. It's a dry sauna. That's a 20-minute session. It heats up the body temperature. It can heat you up to 160 degrees, which gets that blood flowing like crazy, producing those white blood cells. It's good for all kinds of inflammation, pain, weight loss, diabetes, heart. There's so many things that they're using this for. It's amazing stuff. If you tend to sweat when you work out or anything, you will sweat in the sauna. So you do want to, anytime you sweat, you're releasing toxins out of your body. So you should try to wash yourself off so they do not reabsorb back into your body. So that's another thing that we offer, which is we're getting a lot of people with fibromyalgia and arthritis using it for pain, and they're getting great relief from that. I've also had some patients that are sent to us from their doctors who have been through chemotherapy for releasing the toxins from the chemotherapy as well that are using this. It is very relaxing. It does help reduce stress. Light is amazing in what it does for stress, just light alone. We also do massage therapy, so you want to talk about a good way to release some stress. Just get a nice Swedish massage and let everything go. The body likes that touch and just letting everything kind of work like it's supposed to. In the packet that I gave you here, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what it's called chakras. I don't know if anybody here is familiar with chakra, but it's the foundation of our body, and it's all based on how the body works and stays in balance together. So if you'll get your packet, and I don't think I gave myself one here, what are chakras and why they're so important. That one of the first things you learn about chakra collars is how they affect the energy inside of us, the centers of us. There's 7 different chakras, and the location of each are able to tell you about the chakras individually. And collar is a familiar and comforting way. It's one of the first things we learned very young about collars. And so they're very comforting to us for well-being as well. We're going to talk about the different chakras of the body and their individual color centers. And I believe you have pages there that talk about the first chakra, which is the root chakra. And that is the color associated with the color red. Red is a physical color, and it promotes a feeling of being grounded and connected to the earth. The color also brings to the mind thoughts of feeling good, survival, and instinct. It can also make you feel alert, vigilant, and primal. So that color is very good. And in our sauna, we offer the chromotherapy, which you have a page on chromotherapy. Let me back up on that, which talks about how the chromotherapy and the light, what it does for your chakra. Does everybody see that page on chromotherapy and chakra? Chromotherapy is based on it. It's just a light therapy that gives you these variations of the lights that are associated with the chakra. So you have your red, orange, blue, indigo, green, and they all do different things for the body. So when you're in the the sauna, we use the chromotherapy along with it for the light therapy as well. There's been a lot of studies about light, how it can affect our physical being as well as our mental being. So it's really interesting things if you've never heard about it, and to research and try. It's pretty amazing stuff. So let me get back to the second chakra, which is called the sacral chakra. And that color is associated with orange. It's located just a few inches below your belly button. That's part of your body. Orange is an energizing color. It promotes a feeling of warmth and security. The color brings to mind the feelings of passion, pleasure, and even sexuality. Orange can make you feel sensual, safe, and abundant. So oranges, people are suffering with any kind of emotions that are lacking in those areas. Orange is a great color for you in light therapy to help bring that chakra back to life. And the basics of all this is to get everything working in harmony with each other again. The third chakra, which is the solar plexus chakra, it's yellow, and it's an emotional color. It promotes seeing and being confident and friendly. It's known as like the friendly color. We think of yellow like the happy faces and everything, the sun. So it helps to stimulate those feelings of courage, optimism, self-esteem, and so forth. The fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra, it is green. It's located just in the center of your chest. And green is known for a healthy color. It promotes a general feeling of well-being, good health, brings to mind thoughts of compassion, kindness, and love. Green can make you feel healthy, alert, and empathetic. So that's what the green in our chromotherapy and the chakra represents. Then we have the fifth, which is the throat chakra. It's a blue color. Blue, and it's located between your collarbones on your chest here. Blue is an intellectual color. It promotes the feeling, well-being of intelligence and trustworthy. The color brings to mind feelings of logic, communication, and duty. It can make you feel smart, efficient, and well-spoken. So blue that's kind of the things that blue light can do for you, and even in the colors. But the light actually does a vibration. Lights send out vibrations like the sun does, so they're very healing to us in so many ways. The sixth chakra, which is the third eye chakra, and it's located slightly between your eyebrows here. Excuse me, what did I say? That's indigo is the color. Indigo is a spiritual color, promotes feeling of being wise and spiritually developed. The color brings to mind thoughts of feelings of psychic energy, self-awareness, and peace. We have the seventh chakra, which is the crown chakra. It's white and violet, and it's located at the top of your head. Violet and white are universal colors that promote the feelings of being connected to all. The colors bring to mind thoughts and feelings of spirituality, meditation, just an overall exhalated feeling and spiritual awareness. So with this, I think you all have this page here that just shows kind of what all the chakras are. So that's what we've covered in by all the different colors here. And in our chromotherapy, that's what we do in the sauna as well, just for the light energy. The infrared, the light that it has, the red that it has, is the innermost part of the sun. So it brings that red is for energy and mood and awareness. People who suffer with SAD during the winter, any kind of depression, red is a great form of light to help with healing of those emotions. As far as yellow for more of a happy feeling. When we do the sauna, if someone doesn't have anything specific they're asking for, we just let it go through all the cycles of all the colors, just trying to keep everything in balance. You find once you get your chakras in balance, your whole body just seems to work better. Emotions, your physical well-being, and your mental. So that's one thing that we offer. It's a pretty amazing thing. It has so many benefits. The salt room as well. We have a lot of salt therapy that we do with the lamps as well, just for in your home. So something you can have. And as you can see in the lamps, this one, they all have different colors. They come from the Himalayan mountains in Pakistan. Some have a little darker red, some have more gray, white. But the color here, as you think about the yellow and orange, and the soothing feeling that you get from the chakras. I think that's one reason. It also puts out the negative ions, but salt lamps are known to help with stress relief around you. People can use them. We have little USB you can put at your computers by your desk. It also helps to neutralize those positive ions that are being put out by the electronics. But the light itself, the coloring of it, is a mood enhancer. People are known to sleep better once they have these in their home. It takes pollutants out of your house, allergens, so they're a pretty amazing thing. So we want to talk about stress. Everybody has stress, but how can we relieve ourselves from it? Take some time for you, number one, and do some things. There's pills for everything. I don't believe in that unless you have to have them. I believe in the natural way, and that's why I started Salt of the Earth. It's from my heart that I'm doing this, and I know how it's made a difference in my life. And I love seeing my customers that come in there, or clients that are just feeling so much better all over. Sleeping better, just mood better, their pain is better. It's amazing. And taking less drugs. I used to have to take so much for my allergies, it was ridiculous for all my life. I don't do that anymore. Once in a blue moon, I will use a nasal spray or take a Benadryl at night if I'm having a bad day. This season, I've got to really hit that salt room a little harder. It doesn't cure anything that you have, but it takes away the symptoms. So when you have breathing issues, it can help open the bronchial tubes. Salt is attracted to moisture, so as you're breathing it in, it's attracted to the mucus and any moisture that we have. Earaches is usually a fluid from a sinus condition or something, and it tracks to it, then it helps you to expel it out of your body. So it has a lot of wonderful effects for people, and it's just relaxing. It's relaxing in that room. It's 45 minutes, no phones allowed. You totally disconnect for 45 minutes in a very dim lit room. It's very zen, quiet, soothing music in the background, and just let yourself go. A lot of people get to almost to a meditative state, or they fall asleep. It's just that relaxing. Those that say, I can't sit for 45 minutes. Well, we're used to go, 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 but I really think it's important for everybody to make time for our well-being. It's essential for us to be better at work, with our partners at home, our children, everything, to take time for ourselves to really make ourselves feel better and let some of that stress go. Those papers, I hope that you'll enjoy looking at those about the chakras and chromotherapy and how that works, because it's something that's easy to use. There's no side effects or invasive anything that we offer at Salt of the Earth. It's all just for well-being. Yes, ma'am.
So the chromotherapy. You have all of the colors in the therapy?
Yes, we do. The light is actually in the sauna, and we have a remote control. We can set it to a specific light, or we can let it run through the whole spectrum of the lights.
Okay.
And the light goes from your white to a purple and everything in between it. And Kathy, being in the hair, you know the color wheel, and your violets and reds and oranges and yellows of that basic primary colors there.
Do you think that, speaking of that, we did learn the color wheel when we learned the hair color. Tonya's a past hairdresser also. So, do you think that winter, spring, summer, and fall, do you think that kind of therapy goes with their coloring? That it falls along, like,
Affects
I'm a winter, so I'm the whole spectrum, but there are some folks that are, spring and fall, that don't have any of that, blues and,
Right. I
and
think
maybe they don't need it. Does the
absolutely.
therapy go with that?
If you look at winter skies, all the gray, that's not a very soothing color for us. It is drab, it's dreary, and we're not getting the sunlight that we normally do in the spring, summer, and fall. Because fall we get a lot, and fall has so many of those warmth colors that are just soothing to everyone. So I believe it completely affects people. I think that, the seasonal affective disorder is real. People, that their body is craving that light. And this is one way in the winter we are offering things that you can come in and use that light therapy to help make your emotions just feel better. But I definitely think I know it affects me. The days are shorter, it's dark, it's dreary, it's cold. That sun just makes everybody feel so much better. Mm-hmm. So you can definitely get that out of the light therapy and the sauna offers it all, or just, in my new shop, I will be doing a red light therapy bed. So the whole body can lay in there. And a lot of people who suffer with pain in the winter from arthritis or whatever, they love going to a tanning bed for the heat of it and the light of it for those who have the psychological things going on in the winter months. And this red therapy has no UV rays. It's very rejuvenating to the body, the skin. It can help build collagen, and it gives that same effect of that warmth and the light therapy that we need through those months that are so tough on a lot of people. Does anybody else have any questions?
Does that same therapy you just described, does everything, but it doesn't tan you?
It does not.
Okay.
It does. There are no UV
All the
rays.
other benefits.
Yeah, and when you're in the tanning bed, that light is more, I'm not one to use tanning beds, but I think it looks a little more bluish purple or something like that in the glow of it. And this is a red hue about this light. So red being one of the strongest things in our chakra for a mood enhancement. It's really great, but there's no tan. UV rays where you tan, that's, not so healthy. So we're promoting all good, natural, good health. So that's what that will offer.
Do you have to protect your eyes when you're in there?
You do. You want to wear some goggles. It's looking at those lights. The diodes are there's red and blue in there, so it can be very strainful for the eyes. So we have goggles anytime you're doing that type of therapy. Now in our infrared sauna, no, because that's what's called a far infrared. You don't see that red light, the infrared. Where we also do light therapy infrared near at the shop, at our spa, and it's more people coming in that have a shoulder issue, a wound they're trying to heal, their sciatica's upset. We have lamps. Now those lights are very bright. If they were in your face, you would need the goggles as well. But we'll place those on different parts of the body. We can do just a isolated area, or we have one that has like 6 lights on it. We can do several places on the body, which is pretty cool. And then a lot of people get great relief from that as well. Some like that better than the sauna. They feel like it's just hitting the spots they need. They don't have the sweating involved that you get in the sauna. So it's just a preference on people and how their body reacts to it. So, stress.
Okay,
We
I
need
have
to-
a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How far is the reach of that size of a lamp?
Of this lamp here, this size.
Like,
this,
is it affecting me as far away as I am?
I mean, it's going to affect you a little bit in here. For this size of room, that really goes on weight for the size you need. And like the shop we have from our suppliers, you want to make sure you're getting an authentic salt lamp from the mountains of Pakistan. There's a lot of knockoffs these days. I've heard they're making them up with even parts of plastic. None of that's going to be healthy. But we have the papers that not only show the authenticity, but also the recommended size for square footage that you're wanting to do. In this size of room, I would have a much larger one. I couldn't carry much. They're heavy and with this hand, so I brought a little one just to kind of show. But we have all kinds of sizes, shapes. So yes, this could do a little. The closer you are to it, the better, obviously, for a small one like in here. In your own personal space, yes. For this whole room to get the effects, not so much from this small. We need a few of those sitting around for that to happen. But people come into Salt of the Earth, and we have, I don't know if anyone's been in there or not, but we have salt lamps, all kinds in the front when you walk in. And people come in there, and they'll just be looking around, and they'll say, am I just imagining this? But I swear I feel better. I'm breathing better. My mood's different. I'm like, no, I don't think you're imagining that at all. It just makes sense. Well, Kathy's got her one of our abundance balls, don't she?
Oh, pretty.
So they come in all kinds of sizes, shapes. This is the natural cut form, and then she's got one that they call the hand carve. They actually carve out of the salt, the bowl, then it has the individual stones in here. And Kathy, you ever get sinus issues or anything?
I shut the door sometimes. I
Put
do.
these directly on you. Salt is a natural anti-inflammatory as well. So you can place it, if you get headache like sinus or wherever, place this on you and just let it sit. It's amazing how the relief you can get from these.
Wow.
We have them in our salt room where we let our customers, clients use them with their therapy, and they love it. I mean, they walk out the door. I'm always restocking them. You get a pimple or any kind of a cut, lick it a little bit, put that on there, and it will heal it in no time. It's amazing. If you think about salt water when you're at the beach or anything, how quickly it heals things, you can do this with your rocks. Just get it a little wet and rub it on you, and you'll be amazed how quick that heals. It's pretty cool stuff.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
You said the salt, it says in there the salt acne, the salt therapy helps with acne.
Yes.
How many sessions would you have to go through to fix that?
Everyone's gonna, it depends on how your body reacts to it. I have had people in there with psoriasis or something, and like one session helped their itching, or that eczema, is that the one that itches?
Yeah.
Sorry. One session, they were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much better I feel. Acne, it depends on how bad the acne is, how the body responds. Young people react quickly to this stuff. I don't know why, but they do. And it's antibacterial, also antifungal, so that's another reason that salt is so good for these kind of conditions and treats it. So I would say if I had a serious acne condition, I would give it a few sessions to see the difference and take it from there. And as you see in our brochures that we have lots of packaged different things, and that's why, because it's going to be on what the person's need is, to what how many sessions they might need. If it's something that they need all the time, we do memberships. They can use it every month, every week throughout the year, and help with their breathing, their sinus, their eczema, psoriasis, whatever they're doing it for. The sauna as well. There's so many things they can be used for. We have at the shop protocol on how many sessions. Now, on that, we do have a protocol. If you're doing it for high blood pressure, weight loss, detoxing, whatever you're doing, how many sessions that they suggest you do for that to the results that you need. The salt, everyone reacts differently. Some people, their first session halfway through, their sinuses are draining right away. Most people feel it. Some people feel it later when they get home. They're like, oh my gosh, I start choking. Everything starts draining. And it's like, that's common. We tell people, you don't get worried if you cough, because it's going to cause things to loosen and probably will drain. So I would start out I would say acne. I would start out with 3, see how it's reacting to it, and just take it from there, because like I said, every individual is different. Anybody else have
Is
any
it helpful for people with arthritis that aches and joints? My mother, be 87 next month, is having some really bad issues
with our
especially with
arthritis?
this weather.
Absolutely. The sauna is great for that. At her age, if she can't do a high heat, we can also lower it to where it's not so much of a sweating, but she's still getting the effects of the infrared. Salt therapy is good for arthritis. I've had several older clients come in for breathing issues or allergies, whatever. And then they're saying, I don't hurt like I used to. My body, my arthritis, but it is a natural anti-inflammatory. So yes, it absolutely can help.
Would one of those help if she had it in her bedroom at night?
It might help to a degree. It's not going to hurt. But, I mean, as far as an all-over arthritis, you might need it on a bigger scale. And that's where our salt room, is infused on a major scale in there. Is she able to get out or not and go places for
She
treatment?
does, but the walking's limited.
Right. It cannot hurt because, it's infusing into the air. You're breathing it in. It's going through your skin. It's absorbed through the skin, not digestive, so you don't have to worry about. A lot of people ask about high blood pressure. I'm like, it's totally different than ingesting it. But it would not hurt at all. it could help her some. We do have salt pillows. Is she like all over or certain areas?
The majority's in her back and hips.
And we have salt pillows that they can place right on them. You can even put them in the microwave. They're probably like an 8x6 or something, and place those on you for therapy. They feel great. People love those at
And
home.
would that help with restless legs at night? That's something that's keeping her up too, where her legs just jump all through the night.
I have not read anything myself about restless leg and the benefits of salt. Now, infrared, yes, because it helps with the circulation of the body. So a lot of times that could be a circulation issue. What I know, I'm not an expert on restless legs at all, but I haven't read anything for salt that can help. But again, it wouldn't hurt to try it. It's not going to hurt anything. And if you place it on there and she finds, my gosh, my legs didn't bother me last night. But I can't answer that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
In case somebody was wondering, are you handicapped in accessible to where if somebody was in a wheelchair wanted to come into that salt room?
The salt room's tricky on that because the floor is covered with pink Himalayan salt. So it's hard to maneuver. If they have like a wheelchair that is more for outdoor beach, has the different wheels, then absolutely, we can roll them in there. And they would just sit in their chair instead of getting in one of our chairs. But if it might be hard to roll it across there. Our new building will have a wider door. This door is a little more narrow, but a small wheelchair can fit through. We have people come in with walkers, people with canes that will just assist them to a chair. And then the sauna, they would have to get up a little to sit into the sauna as well, but they could do the infrared near light, the light therapy on someone that needs for pain and so forth. Well, does anybody else have any questions? I don't know how much more I can talk about.
So let's talk about alternative stress relief as far as you have the infrared room, the salt therapy room, and the light therapy room,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Then you also have
essential.
different types of massage and essential oils.
Yes, essential oils. I just thought I missed that. We do have essential oils, and there's so many out there that are so good to help us with stress. Lavender is a great one. They help with sleep and stress. You can diffuse those. There's diffusers. If anyone's not familiar with them, it's just a little water in there. You put a couple drops of your oil, essential oil in there, and turn it on, and it infuses it into your room. I diffuse every night, and I mix it up. Jim's always like, "What's that tonight?" Some nights every night's eucalyptus, but I may mix it with some lavender since I am an allergy person. And rosemary, good for memory. My memory's dying, so I try to infuse that. But yeah, there's a lot of essential oils that we even sell essential oil necklaces, the lava stones, and you can put a couple drops of that essential oil on your lava stone, and you can wear that throughout the day. There's the bracelets that you can do that with. So if you can't carry a diffuser everywhere, we have car diffusers. So somebody travels a lot, they could be breathing in that nice infused air while they're traveling as well. But yeah, there's a lot of essential oils, what they can do for you as well. And massage obviously is an amazing way to reduce stress. And all sorts of them. I love the Swedish, or even just a nice foot massage sometimes. There's so many nerve endings in our feet that can just take your whole body to a new place.
So your person that does the feet is experiencing reflexology? It's not reflexology that she's doing when she does the foot massage. She does what's called an intense foot massage. So it's on the same lines as reflexology, but it's not just reflexology. A lot of times with reflexology, you do the hands and feet. So it's a little different. She also does sinus massages. So anybody who's suffering when you get some congestion from colds or whatever, those are amazing. I've had her do them on me. They're wonderful, and they're infused with eucalyptus while she's doing it. So if you have somebody that comes into Salt of the Earth and they, and you know that they're a high energy, type A personality kind of person, and they said, "Man, I'm just all stressed. I'm so tense." What would you recommend as far as a regime for not only the treatment but the maintenance?
Would anybody in here fit that bill?
Yeah. Not me. I would start with, in your home, I would say, get a salt lamp in your home. Use some diffusers and essential oils in your home. That's something you can do at home, which is anybody can do. I know people get so wrapped up in day-to-day life and running and going, to make time for ourselves outside of the house can be challenging. But if they came into this spa and asked me, okay, I just need to chill, I would say, let's do the salt room first. I would put them there first and let them just relax in there. And then if they want to go into some other things and we talk about issues they're having with mood or joints or whatever, or feeling sluggish, then maybe into the sauna to do some detoxing. And it's very relaxing in the sauna as well. It's hot, but it's very relaxing. You have nice soothing music there, the chromotherapy that helps with the chakra, and all of that can help balance people out. Those that are lacking in energy or carrying too much energy and somewhere, then it can just help balance everything out. So that's where I would probably take them. And then also say, treat yourself to massage. Let it go. Just let her rub it all out. And just give yourself that time to make time to settle down and just relax. Deep breathing. We encourage that in the salt room, and just that alone can help people. But we want them breathing it, so we encourage while they're in there to do some deep breathing, deep breaths through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Not only working the salt throughout the whole respiratory and sinus area, but also to just deep breathing is such a good way for us to let things out. Rolling your shoulders is one easy one. It's like giving yourself a massage. When you do this, it's amazing the relaxation you get from that. Just little things like that can help as well. But we have a lot of different things to let it go. We have some more things coming in the new location that are going to be great for stress and pain as well. So I'm looking forward to that. We're looking at a float tank. I don't know if you've ever heard of the float tanks.
I was gonna ask you about that.
A float pod. I'm not doing the tank, but the float pod. And it's salt water. It totally just takes gravity away. You float. It has like jets in there that keep the water moving to help you float. It pumped with oxygen. It is so good for the body and the mind, and you want to let go. So we're hoping to also incorporate one of those in the new location as well.
So what's the difference in float tank and float pod?
Well, the tanks that I've seen, it's like, looks like a big fish tank, huge fish tank. And it's all glass, and you get in there, it's dark. These pods are, gosh, look like a little, reminds me of the bobsleds, you know, watching the Olympics with those bobsleds kind of shaped like that. It's full of water. It has more, it has light to it. It has sound in there. I just think it's a little more, the other to me seems dark and drab. This is just in the pod. Say you get your body in there, then there's a lid that closes. You can have your head out. You can leave it open some for however people, a lot of people are claustrophobic. So you can open it where they can actually see out or have it closed pretty far down. And it does the light through there, the vibration, which is good for everything, the massage of the jets in there. The float, the deprivation tanks, which is another thing that they're called, is the ones I've seen, like I said, it's just glass. They look, I don't know, they just look drab to me. But you float in them. I guess it's the same theory, but I just personally didn't like the way those looked. The water looked murky and the temperatures were different. You can't just, or the ones I was in, they kept it at a cool temperature. It was less than our body temperature, and that's not comfort for me. I want to be, you know, a little warmer in some water, not cold when so I've just chosen to go to the pod, just from my research. And so they're basic, same thing, but different look, I guess.
My type A personality son swears by
Does he?
it. Yes.
Yes. I know a lot of people that do, so I'm anxious to bring those. I've had a lot of people ask about them. I have not had the room at the location I'm in. We just outgrew this pretty quick. As you know, it was just June that we opened. So we're looking forward to adding some more things because people have been very receptive to all of this in our area and traveling from quite a distance too. There's nothing like this around us. They're offering the infrared, the salt, and now the float tank and the infrared bed, the red light bed. So I'm anxious to bring that to our people too.
One of our viewers online wants to know where the new location will be.
It's going to be just across the road. It's still on West Main Street, right across from the post office. It's going to be in the old Bundy Architectural Building.
And before that, it was Arnold's Jewelry.
Yes, it was Arnold's Jewelry back in the day. So I've got great display cases for all my goodies now.
Yeah.
We also do salt jewelry. We have a local person that makes jewelry for me. And so we have, like, you could, some of these stones on a necklace. So having these with you, it's just like now that you asked about, would this help in a room this size? Your personal space. This would be something for your personal space to keep the good ions around you and vibrations. So even those can do wonders. And I have a girl, I know she wears them, and she'll get an acne, a little pimple, she'll lick it, rub it on there, and then it's cleared up in no time for her. She'll do that throughout the day. It's pretty amazing stuff. And then, I mean, it tastes wonderful. You can eat this right here. You can cook with that, Kathy. This is the same stuff as you cook with, actually.
I'll be rubbing that all over my wrinkles.
There you go. I know. A salt mask. Yes.
So let's talk about your new location. So you are going to, are there any other services you're going to include in your new location?
Well, we're looking at, you know, we do massage now, but I will have room to do couples massages. That's been a big request. So we'll have 2 massage rooms. I would like to offer facials, esthetician in there as well. The float pod, the red light bed, and we're probably gonna do some foot soaks, more of the body scrubs, salt scrubs on the body that we just, in the one location, the one room we have now just doesn't work too good. So we're gonna be adding quite a few different things. We'll have a lounge area so people, right now we do some combination package, so if people really wanna give yourself a day to come in and do stuff, we have, we're offering right now, which will change when we have more to offer, but a massage, sauna, and salt room. So they'll come in and do all 3 services. You know, they're there for a few hours. So I want a nice lounge area to sit and relax in between, before your services or after, and just serve some herbal teas, some good infused waters and things like that, maybe a glass of wine.
So let's talk about teas. Are there certain teas that you recommend for therapy, stress relief therapy?
I know the lavender's a good one, chamomile for sleep. I'm not a tea expert, but I know Robin down at Necessities could hook you up with that. And when I had a room for drinks where I'm at, which now this became the sauna room, I got my teas from her, and they were all about different relaxations, no caffeine and stuff like that. But I'm not going to try to remember all of those. There's black teas that do so many wonderful things as well for moods and the body. But Robin could definitely tell you more about that than I could.
You might want to get some white birch juices too. Put in.
That's already on the agenda as well. White birch juice, absolutely, because I do like the lemon water and just infuse the waters with that. And maybe carry some juices in there for people just like they've got wonderful juices. I love them.
So when is your expected, do you have an expected date?
No, not yet. We close. We haven't even closed. We close on the 22nd. Jim and I have been meeting with one contractor last night, one tonight, to get estimates on the remodel and then a timeline. I'm going to guess from my experience with renovations that it wouldn't be before probably July, might be August, maybe sooner. It's not a ton of renovation. There's a lot of electrical to upgrade in there. It's old. I need to build rooms. It's just a wide open space, so we need to build walls and rooms and insulate it between for sound and so forth. So just in another bathroom, shower, so people can shower after their sauna or their scrubs. When they have those done, get in there and rinse off all the toxins or the scrub left over. So I can't imagine it'd be more than 3, maybe 4 months, but we'll see.
Well, it's quite a testimonial when you grow out of space in less than a year, as far as your business model is concerned.
Yeah, it's been, it was just one of those things. I know people thought I was crazy. You're doing what? Opening a salt room. And that was my first thought, just a salt room. Then I love infrared, so I decided I'm going to add infrared because it happened so quickly. I wasn't ready to do a massage therapist or anything, so I thought, well, just about this room, my massage table, I'll do infrared. I never dreamed where that would go. Then I added the sauna, and it's been amazing, and people are very receptive to it. People are feeling the benefits, loving it, and I'm loving it. I'm a healer, you like to make people feel good. Doing their hair, I said now I get to make them feel better inside and about their self as well. So it's been awesome, it really has. I think I was not even 2 months into it, and Jim said, you're going to need a bigger place. I'm like, oh, I don't think so. Well, here we are.
It's great.
It is.
It's good.
It's good.
Does anybody have any more questions?
Well, everybody has a coupon. If you want to stop in and try a service, got a coupon there for me as well on that card, so I'll give you a discount on anything there. You have any questions, just stop in anytime and take a look at what we have to offer and see it for yourself. You go online on our website or our Facebook page. We always run any specials. We do different specials every month. So this month we are doing that combo special I talked about, 4 sessions in the salt room for $60. So we always have those posted on there so you can kind of see what's going on and what we're offering for the month. And I encourage you to stop in and see us sometime. And I thank everyone for having me be your speaker for today and talk about how to relieve some stress from your life. Aw, thank you.
Okay, what is the next?
It's the,
March 21st?
the city hang.
So we will not have new knowledge next week, but we will on March the 21st. And boss, what is it?
It's Cindy Hageman, you know, one of our favorite social media presenters is going to be talking about what your company Facebook page needs to have on it.
Oh, very good. Okay. So thank you all for coming out on this cold and, can you believe, snowy day. And we will see you all again March the 21st.